Hey everyone, okay, I think I'm live. I was live a few minutes ago and then for some reason Facebook just kicked me out. So let me get back on live on Instagram and I'm just gonna start this all over again. Okay, so social metrics. That's what we're gonna be talking about today and how to track them. All right, going live on my phone on Instagram. Okay, I'm back. Sorry guys, so I'm just gonna kind of start this live stream all over again. I don't know um, why Facebook kicked me out. It was really frustrating. I was just getting started. So anyways, just to recap, I didn't get very far, thankfully. So I'm babysitting a dog, which is why I'm in the living room today, because I don't allow dogs in my office because all my cat stuff is back there. So to watch him and to entertain him, I'm out here in the living room working on my own business this morning, and I decided why not just do my live stream and then you guys can see my beautiful tree in the background that we just decorated this week. And also I also started to wrap presents last night, which seems really early, but it's not. Like December has just been flying by. It's insane. So my parents are coming in tonight for a little early Christmas celebration. We're going to do some gifts and things like that and just have a really nice holiday weekend. Well, it's not really a holiday weekend, but we're going to be celebrating the holidays, maybe going to some holiday markets, doing Christmas shopping for the rest of the family, stuff like that. So, a few quick updates. I can't believe it's already the middle of December almost. Like, I don't know where the time has gone. But if you haven't seen already, my Facebook group has gotten a facelift. So not only am I doing monthly virtual events like virtual happy hours, but I'm also doing in-person events. So the next one that we have coming up that I'm really excited for is 2022 goal planning. So I have these worksheets that people will get upon arrival. We're going to have it at Boxcar Donuts, which is my favorite donut and coffee shop around here. And so we're just going to fill it out. We're going to talk it over. We're going to help each other plan our goals for 2022, what we want to accomplish, maybe brainstorm some ideas on how to get there. And we're going to walk away with a map for hopefully the next 3 months, if not more, as far as what we're going to be accomplishing every single month, what we're going to be promoting every month and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then next month in January, I just scheduled today our next event in January, which is going to be a content planning session. And if you've been following me for a while now, you know repurposing is my game. And so I have this process where I create themes and categories for every single month. And then when I need to know what I need to write about for each specific week, I can look back at that worksheet that I filled out about my themes and categories and know what kind of topic and subject, all that I need to write about. And that's how I repurpose my content from there. So I think that event is going to be really, really awesome. It's actually something that I probably would charge for, but for people in my group, it's free if you can make it to Rochester. And that's going to be at Boulder Coffee Company, which I've never been to, but I hear it is awesome. So that's also very exciting. And you know, there's going to be more and more virtual events as we progress through 2022. I definitely see it going above and beyond these virtual happy hours. Like right now, it's just me meeting with all of you new members and showcasing what we do and Monetize Your Passion Society. And it's going to be big. So we're going to have a lot of workshops in 2022. And it's going to be all virtual. And then, of course, there's the in-person events for us to all network, because that's the ultimate goal, is to network and find women who do stuff that you might need for your business or that you can collaborate with and things like that. So Monetize Your Passion Society. Find us on Facebook and Meetup. Feel free to go to my website, crystalstatsky.com, to learn more about it. And anyways, let's get back to the subject that I was going to be talking about today, which is social media metrics, what you should track and how. So this is actually a blog post I just published this morning. So it's going to be kind of like a little recap about that. So Social media metrics. Obviously, you're keeping an eye on your Instagram followers, the amount of shares you get on your most recent Facebook posts, and the number of views on your latest reel and YouTube videos. While that's all great and everything, what other metrics should you be paying attention to in order to know how your social media platforms are performing? I'm so glad that you asked. Haha. Tracking success online can be, really overwhelming, and you have a lot of reports, a lot of numbers that you should be focusing on. So, just me alone, I pull reports for social media, emails, websites, link clicks for every single client at the end of the month, including myself. So that's like 3 to 4 reports that I am pulling every single month just to track those numbers. And while tracking your followers, your shares, and your views, it's key to knowing what content is performing best and what isn't. It's definitely not the only thing that matters when looking at how your social media is actually performing. So there's 3 things that I'm going to share with you today that are just as important, if not more important, than those yo-yo follower numbers. Follower numbers are always going up and they're always going down. So these are actually some of the things that you need to be looking for. The 3 things are engagement, impressions, and reach. I knew Brady was going to be a little distracting, so I'm sorry about that. But you're getting some fun puppy time. Okay, so first of all, let's check your engagement level. So engagement rates are there to help you determine whether you should be posting more value-based posts or more personal posts. For example, if only a few people reacted or commented on your post about your brand story compared to that funny post you shared on your page, then you know that posting funny content will get you better engagement. And it will tell you to post more of that stuff in the future. Of the 3 metrics that you should be paying attention to, this is probably the most important of them all, because really the whole point of sharing posts is to get your target audience to interact with your brand. So I don't really care about follower numbers while it looks great and everything upon first impression. I really care about the comments and the likes and the shares because those are the people who could potentially be a lead for me, who could potentially be a client for me because they're interested in what I'm posting enough to engage with it. All right, next, the second one is looking at your post impressions. So while checking out your social media reports, you probably noticed that there's a section where you can see how high your post impressions are. And you're probably wondering what this refers to or how it differs from your engagement rates. And it's a big difference. So engagement refers to how much action your audience has taken on any of your posts. Impressions tell you the total number of times your posts have been shown on your audience's feeds. Note, it doesn't tell you if a post was clicked or not. That's the only downfall. It simply tells you how many times your feed, it determines how many times your post was shown on someone's feed. That's kind of a tongue twister. Okay. So an impression means a piece of content was delivered to someone's feed. Whether they saw it or not is a completely different matter, and which is what I'm going to talk about soon, about reach. Impressions measure how many times a post was displayed, no matter if it was clicked or not. So for example, I load my Instagram feed, and your post loaded as the 5th post down my news feed. But I never made it that far because, maybe I decided to click on the little story bubbles at the top, and then I closed out of Instagram for the day. The analytics is going to show that, hey, your post showed up on my news feed, but I didn't even see it. So that's the only thing about impressions that I don't really like. Like, yes, it's great to know how many times it showed up on people's news feeds, but you're not going to know if they saw it or not. So that is why I love paying attention to post reach. So once again, your post impressions simply tell you the number of times your post was delivered to everyone else's feeds, regardless if they actually saw your content or not. With post reach, however, we're talking about how many people, so those unique accounts who actually saw your content. So by tracking the post interactions, we're talking about post clicks along with other engagement metrics. By tracking this metric, you can determine how many people you're actually reaching with every post that you make, and you can adjust your social media marketing strategy accordingly. So for example, your post loaded on my Instagram is the 5th post on my newsfeed. After I watched stories for a little while, I decided to scroll through my newsfeed, and your post just so happened to scroll by, or maybe I hovered over it for a minute and then continued moving. So you see where I'm going with this? That's the difference between engagement, impressions, and reach. So engagement, once again, means I clicked like, share, or comment on your post. Impressions means your post loaded on my feed, whether I saw it or not remains a mystery. And the reach metrics means your post loaded on my feed and I saw it whether or not I was paying attention or clicked like, share, or comment. So at the end of the day, your numbers will remain just that, unless, of course, you use these statistics to your advantage. So they might remain stagnant, or they could continue to go downhill, unless if you pay attention to these metrics. So how you tweak your social media strategy after seeing your social media reports will ultimately depend on your business goals. So for example, my last example, I promise. So if you want to increase awareness through your posts and at the same time educate, then you should be looking for a combination of both impressions and engagement. So a post that has high impressions count but a low engagement number means your post wasn't interesting enough for audiences to take action. And then one more thing, if you post links on social media, for example on your Instagram bio, you can easily track the number of clicks you're getting through Bitly. So this feature I recently discovered, and it has been a total game changer because I put my Bitly links on as many things as I can, or as many things as I can remember. So for my email marketing campaigns, my landing pages, even my link tree, I can see how many people are clicking on those links. And it's a total game changer. So does anyone have any questions so far? Please let me know. Please comment. And if you're watching, please let me know that you are here. And I think that's pretty much it about social media metrics. I know it was like a total tongue twister. It was a lot of information to digest. Like I said, this blog post is what I published this morning. So you can either rewatch this replay or you can read it. However, you like to digest your content. I love offering all the ways. And like I said, the holidays are really, really fast approaching. Like I said, I can't even believe it's almost the middle of December. So the biggest thing about the holidays, especially as a solopreneur, is, you can't really take a day off, or at least that's the belief. And what I love helping my clients with is kind of show them a way that, hey, if you plan and you have someone to help you with the execution, you can take a day off. You can take the whole week off for Christmas and spend it with your family, or New Year's Eve and things like that. So if you need help with a business digital marketing strategy, if you want to skip all the overwhelm that comes with holiday planning, I really, really suggest you jump on a 90-minute strategy call with me. So we discuss, what's happening in your business currently, and what problems you might be having. Like maybe it's low engagement, low impressions, low reach. And we can digest all of that together and create a strategy that's going to work for you. And also in that strategy, it'll help you plan your content for, the rest of this month and months in advance. And then show you a really easy repurposing strategy. So it's just 90 minutes, and it's a lot of information that will really, really benefit you for the holidays and into 2022. Okay, so once again, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe. I don't know where that button is, but I'm just gonna point to it just in case. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to join my Facebook group like I was talking about earlier in this call, facebook.com/groups/monetize your passion society. And I'll also include that link in the description of this video. Okay, I think that's my cue to go. Thank you, everyone.